Good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. As we step into 2025, I want to remind you of one simple yet powerful truth. You owe it to you. You owe it to yourself to be better, to dream bigger, to work harder, and to demand more from life. No one else will do it for you. No one else will push you like you can. And most importantly, no one else will live your life for you. Too often we wait for the right moment. But the truth is, the right moment is now. You owe it to yourself to take control of your future, to stop making excuses, to silence the doubts, to rise above the fears. In 2025, there are no limits except the ones you refuse to break. There are no obstacles that cannot be overcome. You are responsible for your own success. No one else will do it for you. In life, we often look to others for validation, support, or guidance, hoping that someone will come along and push us toward our dreams. But the truth is, no one is coming to save you. No one will fight for your goals the way you will. No one will wake up every morning and put in the work for you. It is entirely up to you to take responsibility for where you are and where you want to be. Success is not something that magically happens. It is a result of effort, discipline, and an unshakable commitment to your own growth. There will be days when you feel tired, unmotivated, or unsure of yourself. There will be moments when the journey feels lonely. But in those moments, you have to remind yourself that you are the only person who truly holds the power to change your life. Blaming circumstances, waiting for luck, or expecting others to hand you opportunities will only keep you stuck. The most successful people in the world are not necessarily the smartest, the richest, or the most talented. They are the ones who take action despite obstacles. They refuse to settle, they refuse to make excuses, and they refuse to wait for permission. They understand that their dreams are their responsibility and no one else's. This means taking ownership of your habits, your mindset, and your choices. If you want to achieve something, you must be willing to put in the work every single day, even when no one is watching. You must be willing to make sacrifices, to stay disciplined when distractions arise, and to push through self-doubt when it tries to hold you back. Your future is not determined by luck or fate. It is determined by what you do today, tomorrow, and every day after that. The sooner you accept that your success is entirely in your hands, the sooner you can start building the life you truly want. The right moment is now. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. Too often, people convince themselves that they need the perfect timing, the ideal situation, or just a little more preparation before they take action. They tell themselves, "I'll start when I have more money," "I'll go for it when I feel ready," or "I'll wait until the new year, next month, or next Monday." But the harsh reality is that there will never be a perfect moment. There will always be something that seems to stand in the way, whether it's fear, uncertainty, or life's endless distractions. If you keep waiting for everything to align perfectly, you'll be waiting forever. The truth is, most of the people who succeed are not the ones who had perfect circumstances. They are the ones who started despite imperfect conditions. They took action even when they were unsure. They moved forward even when they were scared. They understood that progress is made by doing, not by waiting. Waiting for the right moment is just an excuse disguised as patience. It's a way of avoiding discomfort, of staying in your comfort zone where everything feels safe and predictable. But growth does not happen in comfort. Success does not come to those who sit and wait. It comes to those who take action, who make things happen, who create opportunities instead of waiting for them. Every day you delay is another day lost. Every moment you hesitate is another moment you could have used to get closer to your goals. Time is the one resource you can never get back, and the longer you wait, the more you risk looking back with regret. The people who achieve great things in life are the ones who understand that now is the only time that matters. They don't wait for motivation, they create momentum. They don't wait for the perfect plan, they adjust as they go. Taking action now doesn't mean you have to have everything figured out. It doesn't mean you won't face setbacks or challenges. But what it does mean is that you're taking control of your future. Instead of leaving it up to chance, you owe it to yourself to stop waiting, stop overthinking, and start doing. Break your limits. There are no obstacles too big if you push forward. Most of the limits you believe exist are not real. They are illusions created by fear, doubt, and past failures. You tell yourself that you can only go so far, achieve so much, or dream within certain boundaries. But the truth is, the only real limits are the ones you accept. Every person who has ever accomplished something great had to challenge what they thought was possible and push beyond what felt comfortable. Fear is often the biggest limit of all. It whispers that you are not good enough, that you will fail, that you are not ready. It convinces you to stay where you are, to avoid risk, to play it safe. But the most successful people in the world did not get to where they are by playing it safe. They refused to let fear control them. They understood that fear is not a stop sign, it is a test. It is the thing you must push through to grow. When you feel like you have reached your limit, that is when you need to push harder. Growth does not happen when things are easy. It happens when you challenge yourself. Your mind and body are capable of far more than you realize. Think about athletes who train past exhaustion, entrepreneurs who keep going after failure, or artists who keep creating despite rejection. They succeed because they refuse to accept limits. Obstacles will always appear, but they are not roadblocks. They are stepping stones. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to grow stronger, to learn something new, to prove to yourself that you can do more than you thought. If you treat obstacles as excuses to stop, you will never know what you are truly capable of. But if you see them as opportunities to rise, you will unlock a version of yourself that is more powerful than you ever imagined. You owe it to yourself to break past every barrier that stands in your way. The moment you decide that nothing is too big to overcome, you will realize that the only thing that was ever stopping you was the belief that you couldn't do it. Pursue your goals without excuses. Procrastination is the enemy. Every person has dreams, ambitions, and desires, but only a few truly chase them with the determination they deserve. The difference between those who succeed and those who remain stuck is simple: action. Excuses are easy, they are comfortable, they make it seem acceptable to delay what needs to be done. But every excuse you make is a step away from your goals. Every time you say, "I'll do it tomorrow," or "I don't have enough time," you are choosing to stay where you are instead of moving forward. Procrastination is the silent thief of success. It creeps in disguised as harmless delays, convincing you that putting things off for a little while won't make a difference. But days turn into weeks, weeks into months, and before you know it, another year has passed without progress. The more you delay, the harder it becomes to start. The work piles up, the fear grows stronger, and the habit of waiting becomes a cycle that is difficult to break. The reality is, no one ever became successful by waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect circumstances, or the perfect plan. Success comes from doing, from taking the first step even when you don't feel ready. You don't need all the answers. You don't need to have it all figured out. What you need is to start. The moment you take action, you take control. The moment you stop making excuses, you step into the driver's seat of your own future. It's not about how big the step is. It's about consistency. Small progress every day adds up to big results. The most accomplished people in the world are not necessarily the most talented. They are the ones who refuse to stop. They wake up and do the work even when they don't feel like it. They push past the voice in their head that tells them to quit. They take responsibility for their dreams, knowing that no one else will make them happen. If you truly want something, you must stop letting excuses dictate your actions. You must hold yourself accountable and recognize that your future is built on the choices you make today. If you commit to pushing forward without allowing distractions or fears to hold you back, nothing will be able to stand in your way. Prioritize self-care. Your health, mental and physical, matters. In the pursuit of success, many people neglect the most important foundation of all: themselves. They push themselves to exhaustion, sacrifice sleep, skip meals, ignore their mental well-being, and believe that working harder means burning out. But the truth is, no amount of success matters if you are not well enough to enjoy it. You cannot give your best to your goals, your relationships, or your future if you are constantly running on empty. Taking care of yourself is not a luxury, it is a necessity. Your body is the only place you will ever live, and your mind is the engine that drives everything you do. If you do not protect them, if you do not nurture them, everything else in your life will suffer. A strong body gives you the energy and endurance to chase your dreams, while a healthy mind gives you the clarity, focus, and resilience to overcome challenges. Prioritizing self-care does not mean being lazy. It does not mean avoiding hard work. It means recognizing that rest, nourishment, and mental well-being are just as important as productivity. It means understanding that you are not weak for taking a break, setting boundaries, or saying no to things that drain you. True strength comes from knowing when to push forward and when to recharge. Your mental health matters just as much as your physical health. Stress, anxiety, and burnout can rob you of motivation and passion if you do not manage them. Taking time for yourself, whether through meditation, journaling, therapy, or simply stepping away from overwhelming situations, is not selfish. It is an investment in your long-term success. A clear mind makes better decisions, and a peaceful heart fuels greater ambition. Your physical health is equally important. Sleep is not a waste of time. It is the fuel your body needs to function at its best. Exercise is not just about appearance. It strengthens your body and mind, giving you the endurance to keep going when life gets tough. Nutrition is not about restrictions. It is about fueling yourself with the energy you need to perform at your highest level. You cannot pour from an empty cup. If you neglect yourself, everything else in your life will eventually suffer. But when you take care of your health, both mental and physical, you will find yourself stronger, more focused, and more capable of handling anything that comes your way. Eliminate negativity. Walk away from toxic situations and people. The people and environments you surround yourself with have a direct impact on your mindset, your confidence, and your ability to succeed. Negativity is like a slow poison. It drains your energy, clouds your thinking, and holds you back from reaching your full potential. If you want to grow, if you want to build a future filled with success and fulfillment, you must make the difficult but necessary decision to remove toxic influences from your life. Toxic people come in many forms. Some are constantly negative, always finding reasons why things won't work, why success is impossible, or why you should just give up. Others manipulate, criticize, or belittle your ambitions, making you doubt yourself. Some only take and never give, draining your emotional energy without ever supporting you in return. Then there are those who gossip, complain, or live in a cycle of drama, keeping you stuck in a low-energy environment that suffocates progress. You cannot afford to carry this weight if you are serious about your goals. No matter how much history you have with certain people, if they are pulling you down, they are keeping you from rising. Walking away does not mean you hate them. It means you love yourself enough to choose peace over chaos, growth over stagnation, and purpose over distraction. Negativity is not just about people, it is also about the situations you stay in. If you are stuck in a job that drains your soul, a relationship that makes you feel small, or a routine that keeps you uninspired, it is up to you to change it. Waiting for things to magically improve will not work. Toxic situations do not fix themselves. They continue to erode your happiness and self-worth unless you take action. Removing negativity from your life is not easy. It may be painful, uncomfortable, or even lonely at first. But in that space, you will find something far more valuable. Freedom. Freedom to think clearly, to pursue your goals without doubt, to surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you. When you cut out the noise of negativity, you make room for positivity, motivation, and success to enter your life. Invest in growth. Learning, skills, and self-improvement are key. The most successful and fulfilled people in the world are those who never stop growing. Life is constantly changing, industries evolve, new opportunities emerge, and challenges arise that require new solutions. If you are not actively investing in your personal and professional development, you are not just standing still, you are falling behind. Growth is not something that happens automatically, it is something you must pursue intentionally. Every skill you develop, every piece of knowledge you gain, and every lesson you learn adds value to your life. It opens doors, increases your confidence, and gives you the ability to navigate obstacles with wisdom and resilience. Investing in your growth is not just about career success. It is about becoming the best version of yourself in every area of life. It means sharpening your mind, strengthening your character, and constantly pushing yourself to improve. One of the biggest mistakes people make is assuming that learning ends after school or that improvement only matters when chasing a specific goal. But growth is a lifelong process. The world does not stop changing, and neither should you. The most powerful investment you will ever make is not in stocks, businesses, or material things. It is in yourself. The time, effort, and resources you dedicate to self-improvement will pay dividends in ways you cannot even imagine. Reading books, taking courses, learning new skills, and seeking mentorship are not luxuries. They are necessities. Knowledge is the key to independence, and skills are the foundation of opportunity. The more you learn, the more valuable you become, not just in your career, but in your ability to handle life's challenges with confidence and creativity. Those who embrace growth see setbacks as learning experiences, while those who remain stagnant see them as failures. Self-improvement also requires stepping outside of your comfort zone. Growth does not happen when things are easy. It happens when you challenge yourself, when you embrace discomfort, and when you push past what you thought was possible. Whether it is learning a new language, improving your communication skills, or developing a stronger mindset, every step forward makes you more capable, more adaptable, and more prepared for whatever life throws your way. You are your greatest asset. The more you invest in yourself, the more your future expands. Growth is not something that happens by accident. It is a decision, a commitment, and a lifelong journey. Believe in yourself. Even when no one else does, bet on you. Self-belief is the foundation of every great achievement. Every success story, every breakthrough, and every life-changing innovation started with one thing: a person who believed they could do it, even when no one else did. The way you see yourself, the way you talk to yourself, and the level of confidence you have in your own abilities will determine how far you go in life. Many people fail before they even start, not because they lack talent or opportunity, but because they do not believe in themselves. They let doubt creep in, convincing themselves that they are not good enough, not smart enough, or not capable enough to reach their dreams. But the truth is, the only thing standing between you and your potential is the belief that you can succeed. The moment you decide to bet on yourself, everything changes. There will be times when others doubt you, when people question your abilities, or when you feel alone in your journey. You may face rejection, criticism, or setbacks that make you wonder if you are on the right path. But if you rely on external validation to keep going, you will never get far. People will not always understand your vision. They may not see what you see or believe in what you are capable of. That is why your belief in yourself must be stronger than anyone's doubts. Believing in yourself does not mean you will never fail. It does not mean you will always have the right answers or that the journey will be easy. It means trusting that no matter what happens, you will figure it out. It means having the courage to take risks, to step outside of your comfort zone, and to keep moving forward even when the path is uncertain. Every great leader, entrepreneur, athlete, and artist had moments when people doubted them. But they did not let those doubts define them. They believed in their abilities even when no one else did. They kept pushing forward, kept improving, and kept proving to themselves that they were capable of more. You must do the same. You have everything within you to create the life you want, but it starts with belief, not just when things are easy, not just when people support you, but especially when things are difficult, especially when the world tells you it's impossible. If you do not believe in yourself, who will? Take action today. Tomorrow is not promised. Time is the most valuable resource you have, yet it is also the one thing people take for granted the most. Every day that passes is a day you will never get back. Every hour wasted is an hour you cannot recover. Life moves forward whether you are ready or not, and the opportunities you hesitate on today may not be there tomorrow. The dreams you keep pushing off, the goals you keep delaying, and the chances you refuse to take will eventually slip away if you do not act. Many people live as if they have unlimited time, telling themselves, "Oh, I'll start next year, I'll go for it when I'm ready," or "there's always tomorrow." But the truth is, there is no guarantee of tomorrow. No one knows what the future holds, and waiting for the perfect moment is just an illusion. The right time will never magically appear. The only time you have control over is now. Regret is one of the heaviest burdens to carry. It is the feeling of looking back and realizing that you had the chance to do something meaningful, but let fear, procrastination, or doubt hold you back. It is knowing that you could have taken a step toward your dreams, but instead you hesitated. The pain of failure is temporary, but the pain of regret lasts forever. Do not let time slip away while you stand still. Taking action does not mean making reckless decisions or rushing into things unprepared. It means committing to progress, even if it is just one small step at a time. It means setting goals and actually following through instead of just talking about them. It means overcoming fear and stepping into the unknown, trusting that you will figure things out as you go. Every day is an opportunity to move closer to your goals, to become better, to make an impact. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not intelligence, luck, or talent. It is action. The people who achieve great things in life are not the ones who waited for the stars to align. They are the ones who made a decision and took action, no matter how uncertain things felt. You do not have forever. Every second that passes is gone forever. The life you want will not wait for you. The time to act is not later. It is not when you feel ready. It is not when circumstances are perfect. It is right now. You owe it to yourself to step up, to take control, and to chase your dreams with everything you have. No one else will do it for you. No one else will fight for your future the way you can. Every second that passes is a second you will never get back. So stop waiting, stop doubting, and stop making excuses. Believe in yourself, invest in your growth, remove negativity, and take action today. Not tomorrow, not someday, but now. You are capable of more than you realize, and the only thing standing between you and the life you want is the decision to go after it. This is your time. This is your moment. You owe it to yourself to make 2025 the year you stop holding back and start becoming everything you were meant to be.